Shanti. Now ignite the fire of love and make your yoga volcanic. From Brahmin to angel to deity. When you put something into a fire, its name, form, and quality changes. In the same way, when you put yourself into the fire of remembrance of the Father, you become transformed. From human beings, you become Brahmins, and from Brahmins, you then become angels, who then become deities. Such transformation takes place in the fire of love, when no consciousness of yourself remains. This is why your remembrance should be of the volcanic form. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 25. Now ignite the fire of love and make your yoga volcanic. Today's topic, from Brahmin to angel to deity. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Happy Sadguru Bar. So today, look at your own self, the life of a Brahmin to an angel and a deity. Very, very beautiful, because when I wake up and I thought of Sadguru Baba, and then I looked at a Vyakti signal, I just had this experience that how, since we are Baba's children, all three forms had emerged. And even what I am sharing today, I hadn't thought that way before. It's only this morning when I woke up and I said, what am I? Brahmin, an angel and deity. It's only this morning I had this experience, and since then, well, sometimes you think why I didn't think this before, but the realization, new experiences come as we advance in our studies. So it was this morning and now I know I will only think in a way, and to look at myself as, do I have all the qualities as a Brahmin, as an angel, and also as a deity, all three, right? So Baba is saying, from Brahmin to an angel to a deity. When you put something into a fire, its name, form, and the quality changes. Even when you have gold, you have to make ornaments or melt the ornaments. The form changes. No? So that's what Baba keeps saying, fire of yoga. And Baba says fire is intense love. You have to remember Baba with lot of love. Not only with intellect, but with love. Anytime you don't, even if you are very tired, you can remember Baba. It's just love, no? You say, Baba, I love you, and sit in the love. Automatically there is concentration. When you like something to eat, you eat in love. You really like it, right? So you eat with concentration. Right? So concentration is also part of the love. It's not forceful. Sometimes I find we do yoga like we are forcing intellect to be concentrated. It's love. So Baba says, when you put something into a fire, its name, form, and the quality changes. In the same way, when you put yourself into the fire of remembrance, remembrance of the Father, you become transformed. So Baba says, from human being, but you become from human being to an angel. Brahmins, right? You become Brahmins, and from Brahmins, then you become angels, who then become deity. Such transformation takes place in the fire of love when no consciousness of yours and mine, you and the self remains. This is why your remembrance should be of volcanic form. Fire of love, fire of remembrance. So it's very simple. Actually, it's very natural. When Brahma Baba sat in the morning before Murli for yoga, you could see his smile, his foot, his toe used to move with that love, and you could see. That means it's natural, right? You don't force yourself body, but very naturally in love, an intense love. And that becomes like concentration, fire, and transformation from human to Brahmin, Brahmin to an angel to a deity. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi.
Hello, brother Marcelo.
So with technology, you can become an angel very easily. And this is for you, a small flower, for such a big soul. In this Satguru Var, for us, it's still Buddhivar. But
it is Buddhivar there, right?
Yes, it is still Buddhivar here. Didi, thank you very much for all the sustenance you give, and I think the whole family likes that sustenance. But I was having a question because you were talking very easily. You said, oh, just with the fire of love, you transform yourself. But Brahma Baba, it took 33 years to transform. I'm more than 40 and I'm still kind of quite back behind. So what do you suggest to speed up transformation a little bit for us, for the normal Brahmins, people who has to work, they have families, they have to do things, or they live in the center with lots of things happening?
All that will happen. Let it keep happening. But our love for Baba, it shouldn't be affected by those things, because then only that love, fire, will help also to transform the situations, right? We think these situations are obstacles. And I say there will always be life as karmic, settling, busy, karma yogi. But what is the aim in my this spiritual life? I just maintain that. That means fire of love, fire of yoga, fire of remembrance. Keep increasing that. Focus on your efforts. And when fire is getting intense and remembrance is increasing, all the circumstances will really be, as Baba says, scenes of drama. They come and go. Like Brahma Baba, what didn't happen since Shiv Baba entered Brahma Baba. So much, in the beginning, when children came, young people came, many were in bondages. Lot of families went against him. What didn't happen? What we have, nothing comparative to. But he stayed in his quality efforts, love with Baba, their faith, determination. And those things were like a story. We really tell a story like a story. It didn't affect him. So we have to look at Baba, how he achieved, how he became victorious, he set example, and how Yajna was taken care of. He was perfect in his duties towards Yajna. So because what happens, we bring circumstances always, and those circumstances then interfere into our, whatever. I remember that when I asked Baba one time, as you are asking me, I said, Baba, so much. That time I was still in college. I said, you have center, you have to study, you have so much. And Baba said, all will bring you will have many experiences. And those experiences will help you. And also you will be able to guide others. Because when you are able to achieve something, then when someone comes and say, oh, I have this difficult, it will be okay. You do this. So I feel everyone just focus on your efforts and do what Baba wants us to do and see the result of that on the circumstances. But we do other way around, right? We first look at circumstances, then we look at our efforts, right? So it definitely will be same experience like Brahma Baba, that every scene of drama, there was benefit in that. So then you're not shaken. We are shaken for every little thing. Oh, what's going to happen? Now what's going to happen? You hear so much news. You are in Colombia, you have your own news. Every country has its own stories. But then we hear them, but it's not, we are at confluence age. We are under protection of Baba. Only what we have to do is follow in practical life of what Baba tells us to do. So that's what I think. If you all try, you all practice, and tell me within 1 month what's the difference.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, because I feel sometimes that the situation, it's like the comic account set a trap to us. It's like a trap, and we fell into that trap. So if I have a comic account in some way with a situation with another person, instead of applying Baba's knowledge and Baba Yoga, I jump into the situation even more. I drawn into the situation. I cut many times. I have seen so many times. I cut my link with Baba, and not with myself much, fortunately, but I have seen that a lot, a lot. And yes, what you say is so true, that we have to be more aware. And you were mentioning discipline at some point, and that's a virtue that not many souls have, that quality of discipline. They do as much as possible. They do whenever they can. You are talking about cold. Bogota is everyday cold. Every day we have winter from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So it's cold every day. So when they come to Murli, it's very coldish, you know? So they made a lots of effort to come here. So how to develop that quality of discipline, but in such a way that I don't feel I'm struggling, because sometimes discipline means I'm fighting against sanskars.
Once in London, they the forecast was it's going to be very cold, right? So next morning when people woke up, there was a big reason not to go to class, right? It's so cold, it's not, transport is not. But two souls appeared. And so Dadi, oh, how could you make it, Dadi? Nothing happened. We are okay. And one was mother and one was one of the brother. Dadi went in the kitchen after Murli and she made halwa. And she fed them and she said, you were so determined. And those souls got so used to anything happens, they must come to class. They must come. And from there, so many got inspired that next time when there was very cold, they appeared, because then you are strength for others. And this one takes about 45 minutes in London from one place to come to the center. And she drove in the morning 45 minutes and then she came. So I think that it's really happiness, enthusiasm. Okay, let me do it. I will do it. I remember we used to go to Peacefully at 4 in the morning. It's snowing and all that. And Sister Vedo, myself, remember, Baba, there were many things on the way. Let's remember, Baba, it was like an adventure. And we made it. Every time we made it. So I think that it's just our energy too. But if we allow, no, today is cold, I'm not coming out, today is this, I'm not, there is always, this is like a weakness, no, in us, but I have to make a record. I am not going to miss. And then you see the Baba, the strength which Baba gives you is Lord, So discipline is not suffering. Discipline is strength, actually. If you are disciplined, I have to do it, I have to do it. It works. It works very well. So, yeah, you are true that one can be very comfortable on Zoom, sitting in a comforter with a cup of tea and listening to Morley, but you're not student, right? Student won't do that. Anyone in the world, if they have to do PhD or they have to give big exams, they study, they do it, and then they achieve something. But if you always have a reason not to do, you cannot become anything, no? You cannot achieve what you want to achieve. So I think that one can make it every time.
Oh, that's great. I think that was such a powerful advice, tip, yukti, whatever, but it was very touched my heart. And yeah, yes, many times we give excuse for something. Didi, there was something that touched me a lot when I think it was Wadi interviewing you. And Baba said in that Avyakt signal that the Yadavs, they are stuck because we are stuck. And today I start to listen to some news from Europe. You know, all the problems they are having, cyber attack, drones, and planes. So many things are happening, and I was feeling that mercy, what to do, because they feel like powerless. They want to do something, but they can't do. They really don't see what they can do. Then I remember that point. So how do we um, come out of that position of being stuck? You know, and I know it has to do with this transformation, but transformation sometimes is too big. So
Mm.
so how to improve? You said already, you mentioned few things, but particularly in terms of the situation in the world, how can we improve so that at least souls, they feel some touching in their hearts, no?
You know what is happening in Israel for a long time, right?
Yeah.
And it gets intensified. Then, so Sister Shirona is there, and one soul, few souls came to Peace Village. One lives little far, and some or other they were able to come. And when I look at Shirona, how they not only surviving, they sustaining the whole Brahmin family on Zoom or if they can meet. And I really appreciate them that in those circumstances where you don't know what day, how many bombs will fall, so, but that she has kept her studies, her face is still smiling. She's a big support for the family. This is one example I'm giving, but your question about Pandavas being stuck. So what Baba meant that we get enthusiastic, then we lose it. So when we lose it, then on other side, you know, one side, as Baba said, the flame of destruction. Because what is happening these days is confusion, is ego and anger. So when there is ego and anger, the people and the leaders, they get confused. And when they are confused, they do things which are not right. So then it's set back to them and also to the people. It's happening, I don't want to mention the countries and names, but all over the world, there is something.
Yeah.
But, you know, I find like in our country here, it's some kind of internal honesty, policy, charity, kindness. If there are certain qualities in the soul, in leadership, I think then there is always hope and enthusiasm and good news. And, like here they said, okay, there will be this much percentage, taxes less, so things will be cheaper or food will be free. There is always some good news is there too. So there are two types of situations. So if those qualities are not there, even everywhere at the center or for yagya, depend on the leader, depend on the instrument. They can make people feel we have enough. They can make people feel we have nothing. It depends on our generous heart. It depends on, so I think we maintain those qualities, keep our fire of remembrance, yoga. And this definitely, those who have to come towards Baba and become instrument for establishment, they will experience that. They will feel some qualities are emerging. But those who have to be instrument for destruction, it will be completely different, right? They will become more angry, more upset, right? And you must have heard about the UN speech where he's saying these countries are going towards hell or will go towards hell. You don't talk like this to the world, right? But there are some souls who do it. But what we have to do, be detached observer, right? You must have heard that Indonesia's leader said Om Shanti in the end at UN General Assembly, which was also something very. So I think we have to watch both kinds of energies of construction and destruction are happening, and watch which parties, which countries. Be a little bit detached observer, because if we get affected, whether it is any union or any country, or I think it's going to affect us. But Baba is saying this is going to happen, and observe the game. It's like a game.
Yeah, it's quite important, but situations are such. Here we are going to have election next year. I'm going to Brazil also. Brazil is going through so many. Oh, there was a hurricane there in São Paulo. It was new. They don't have hurricanes there, and they just had. I mean, everywhere, and especially, I don't know. I feel many times that, as I said, it's like the karma creates a trap, and we start to let the sanskars of the 83rd birth, so our Kali Yuga sanskars, to take the lead, and that's very important to be careful about that. Yeah, yeah, it's something
Remind
we have to learn.
that we are at conference age, which is very interesting, because we can see both sides. No, we can
Yeah,
see what's happening in Kali Yuga and what we are creating golden age. Yeah.
that's
So
good.
just, yeah, we are at confluence age, most auspicious, benevolent age. Just keep reminding yourself of where we are at, right? And then you observe both sides, no?
And it's very nice when you give the very easy examples about transformation, also food. So I remember when I was in Chile and you went there and you cooked, it was a bowl like that big of pacore. No, you made, you yourself made so many cauliflower pacore, and it was it was very touching,
You
because
still remember
I
it
still remember even the taste.
40 years ago, or maybe.
Well, no, not that much, but yeah, like 30 years ago, yeah, Tisal. And yes, it was like amazing how you were able to shift the situation, because we're not well at that point, I was not well, especially. And it was not the food, but it was the fact that you took the energy, you took your time, you took your skills to prepare all of that, that touched the heart a lot. And I think all of us, we do something like that to other people, as you say, as Daddy Yankee cooked for those people. So I think everyone, we do something like that, and it's very appreciative, very appreciative, especially in these situations. I prefer these memories than the bad news and the
Yeah.
horrible news that are happening and taking place everywhere.
So next time you make halwa for the class, right?
Well, I have to learn how to make halwa. I am Italian food. Italian food, I'm okay. Pizza,
No, but
pasta.
halwa, every Brahmin should know to make halwa.
I know how to
You know,
make salty halwa. I know with
that is upma.
yeah. That's what's the name? Upma.
Upma.
Yeah, upma. That one I know. That one I do
So
it very
salt
well.
is almost same, no salt here. There
Yeah,
you put salt, here you put sugar.
yeah, probably
So
so.
next time when you come to Peace Village, we teach you to make halwa, right?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'll note down. Thank you very much.
Okay, Marcelo. Keep
Thank you.
well. Everything is okay. No
Thank you.
worry. Just hear the news, but don't get affected, right?
Thank you, Didi.
Okay. Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti. Om Shanti.